BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV. BS3 Network, changing the way you listen to podcasts.
Welcome to another episode of Queen, 3, and King. I am your host with the most. Check your mentals, check your dentals. We are here to review the movie You. This is not something we typically do. This is something that we usually reserve for our forecast brethren, which I'm also on that podcast. What's up?
What movie?
You you people. Did I say you?
Yeah.
That's a good show though on
it is a good show,
that's
but
that crazy white boy, but that ain't what we talking about. We talking about you people. You see the fashion, you see the drip, Mike. You see the drip. You see the drip in here. But what that's about is because the fashion was so funky in this movie that it's inspired me. It's inspired me. If you didn't see the drip last night on the forecast, I had to come back with a little something else. Crown on. Hey, you don't feel me, hey Jay?
I feel you, Doc. I feel
you. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my queens, and then we'll get to our special guest. Didn't nobody know they was gonna be on here because I didn't tell nobody. But hey, Lily, Mika, y'all jump on your phones, put something out on social media right quick so they know we got a couple of special guests on tonight. But we're going to start with our introduction, and then we'll get to Mike and AJ. Let's start out north with the season queen. She's known as Boney Maroney, Skinny Minnie, Darling Nikki, the Glamour herself, Coco. What up, queen?
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
what up?
Ooh, she got the Kango on. She must have knew Mike was coming. She got the Kango on the night, but it ain't got no kangaroo on the side. It's got an elephant on the side of it. But anyway, it's still called the Kango. All right. Hey, what's your weather looking like out there? Y'all got it bad considering.
Yeah, we did. Something. And more is coming.
Yeah, so y'all been in the house all day?
All day.
Stay there.
All right. I bet they're tired of you. All right. And next, we got the educator queen. You've seen the show on Amazon Prime called Tulsa King. Well, this is the Tulsa Queen right here. She still got to wear her ankle monitor, but hey, at least she got the crown like I got. So it is royalty here. So she's known as TT and Meba. She's drinking some flavor form of crown today. If I had to guess, it would either be apple or peach. Talk to the people, TT.
It's black.
It's brown black. And Mike frowning up at you, too. I don't know why.
That's the worst hangover I ever had, man. It was like fun. I never do it again.
Hey, Mike, I don't mess with that brown no more, man. I really don't.
Keep it down.
Well, I say that. Last night, I drank a picture of, and I said a picture of amaretto sour on the forecast last night because I wanted to be kind of funky, huh?
Yeah, you were that. Well,
I didn't intend to drink the whole picture, but I wanted it there just in case. And,
okay.
And it was extra sour, and you know when it's sour, it make you. See, AJ, don't act like you ain't. Just because you a pastor, don't mean you don't know. Like you ain't never.
No, just a little. A little crown black after a long snowy day. So this is my reward. I work today, y'all, on the couch all day.
Did you work from home today, or you did like everybody else on social media? Because the Joker was on social media all day. I said, y'all ain't doing a damn thing today because y'all on social media too much.
Right.
Hair was wrapped and computer was in my lap.
Hey,
she pressed it for the night though.
Did y'all see them good breakfasts everybody was making? I said, you can tell when jokers don't get to go nowhere. I mean, when they get stuck at the house, they doing pancakes and fried potatoes and
it's a couple people that had pancakes with those crisp edges. I said,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's our butter right there.
Pancakes.
That's our butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that butter, baby.
Yeah.
All right, and to the baby queen, formerly known as Blake's mama, she is now firmly entrenched in the corner of Bronx's mama. She is the baby queen, Mama Lee. Talk to the people, queen.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
What up? What up?
Good evening. Good evening.
What about yourself? You normally used to working at the house though, so this wasn't no real deal for you though, was it?
Nope, it just included Blake asking for something to eat every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right, and on to our special guest. You've seen him before. He is a 40-year radio veteran. Every 6 weeks, I submit his name for the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. He started in Cincinnati. You may know him as Venus Flytrap and WKRP in Cincinnati. It is the one, the only, Agent Jonah.
What's going on, family? It's good to see y'all again. Thank y'all for having me back on Queen, 3 and King. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. He really needs no introduction because he done been on enough to where he is family now. And the next time,
right.
I ain't gonna say all that shit about him. I'm just gonna say y'all AJ back.
Amen.
All right, and then our other special guest, the comedian extraordinaire out of Tennessee, Nashville specific. We got the comedian Mike James.
What up?
James?
And he been showing out. 2023 done started out good for him having it. You
blessed, man. All blessings.
Well, a couple of weekends ago, you and Godfrey was in y'all were in Nashville at Zany's, right?
Yeah.
So tell me how that show went.
Man, dude, if y'all haven't seen this dude, man, he put on a show. He put on a show, man. So it was just me and him, and it felt good to do it at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because a couple of weeks before that, y'all were in at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, right?
Yeah. That was straight too. I mean, shout out to Columbus because they came out.
Yeah, Columbus will, man. I saw Mike Epps and some more and a couple of folks that was touring in Columbus. Okay. And when I say the people, we got some bread in Columbus because when it's time for us to go somewhere, we go and we're gonna dress up and we gonna have the drinks rolling. And
yes, sir.
I saw people who knew me, and I was in town by myself, and they was like next to me, is this you I see in Columbus? And I'm like, you're not supposed to see me, but yeah, that's me. And hey, one of the cats on social media put it best talking about Godfrey at Zany's, and he says, we think we do stand up, and then we see Godfrey do it, and he said, man, it's just a different thing, man.
So that's that dude is crazy because we went to school together, and he's the one that actually brought me into comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for him, it's like the dude that birthed me in comedy, and then my teacher right now. So it was a fun weekend, man.
Yeah. And just to get the folks who ain't down with it, I'm gonna give you a little sample of what my homeboy Mike did.
I got picked on because I was an aqua kid coming up. I'm gonna be honest.
Put me on the spot.
I went through that aqua phase. I was real skinny. I used to have these real thick glasses, so I used to hear I was ugly all the time. Worst thing I ever heard was in 7th grade. This is true. 7th grade, I heard, if you weren't so skinny, and if you didn't have those glasses on, and if you weren't so ugly, you could be my boyfriend. I like how y'all laughed and moaned. Okay. That bothered me, man. That bothered me. That still bothers me to this day. I'm gonna tell you why that still bothers me, all right? It's because the dude that said it to me was a teacher, and I really don't feel like that's appropriate.
Love it.
Hilarious, hilarious, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's from his dry bar comedy special and whatnot. So, hey, man, the delivery, let me put it like this. When I was watching that video, I was watching that video, when you see an old white man head go back and he's laughing, I'm like, oh, you got him, coach. You got him, make white folks laugh like that. Oh yeah, that's what.
But that's all that's out there. That was in Utah. That's all that's out there.
White people.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right, we are going to talk to some folks in the chat room, see who jumped in already, and then we will jump into this film, man. All right, so we got CJ Boyd in the building. He said, "What's up, Gucci? What's Gucci?" All right, and then we got Brother Matthews in. He typically is
Brother Matthews.
Hello.
And I'm getting a little lag. I'm having some technical difficulties here, but he normally does a little inspirational deal on the network every morning. So he goes, "Good evening, BS3 family."
Good evening.
All right, and let's see. We got our niece in the building too. That is Chastity.
Thanks, Chazzy.
And Chastity said, "Love to have TT." Yeah.
Thanks, babe. I'm gonna put my weave back in. I'm putting my weave back in.
I don't know why she come to her today. She didn't even know we was gonna have guests on, so that's surprising. Let's
see. CJ,
you okay, CJ?
Yeah, I'm sipping Crown Black too.
Yo, I gotta just say this, just in case the camera move. I'm like in this I'm in a playroom, right? And my daughter's like her toys ain't here. So like this little doll right here, her dog never has any clothes on. I don't want y'all to see that and think I did that.
Yeah, man.
I'm just looking around. I'm like, these dogs don't have
Oh my God.
I'm in my playroom. And doll, bro.
Right. That's it, AJ. It's his playroom, but the toy's not in.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
I got the first one on your publicist, Doc. I got the first one.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Right. Hey, Mike, is that your 9-year-old who's the oldest 9-year-old girl you done ever seen?
Man, dog, she is so old. Like,
Hilarious.
I love that little girl, but she is old.
She was listening to Lean on Me over and over again.
You said weeks ago. That happened this morning, too. It's a daily occurrence in this house.
I love it.
You're going through some.
Yeah.
No, it's not just that. If it's not that, she's listening to, what's that song, Prayer, Living on a Prayer. She
Wow.
do,
Oh,
she listens to James Brown.
got that also.
She does. She really does.
Mike said, "Who you leaning on? We carrying you."
All
right, CJ said he got him some Crown Peach as well.
Ooh, he mixing.
Yeah, he sure is.
Don't get sick. Don't get sick.
That's what's going to happen.
Nowhere tomorrow. It's snowing.
Yeah. And then we got being in the house, the gentleman who put the BS3 and BS3 Network.
What up, Ben?
My business partner, Erica's other half. I ain't gonna say better half because that's debatable. And then he goes, AJ on too? Yeah, man. Yeah, he owed me a few dollars, and this is where he working it off.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, then we got our Amy in the building. What's up, Amy Marie?
Hey, Marie.
Hey, my beautiful family. How you, sweetheart? Hopefully everything is okay out in Mansfield. I'm not sure how much y'all got because y'all a little further south than us, but we are definitely iced in over here.
They still got a good amount.
They got good.
We are doing a film review. This is the first time we done did it. Hey, y'all don't do it too good because the forecast is scared. All right, as soon as Ben figured out we was doing this, he goes, "Oh shit, man, why?" I'm like, "Man, the movie was just good. We want to talk about it." So y'all don't do this too well now. Now, what I want to do is I like to do what I do on the forecast, which is give the plot of the movie. So in case anybody hadn't watched it, they can kind of know what we're talking about in general. Huh?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Hey, we done promoted it enough. You should have watched it anyway. But anyway, so the plot is a new couple and their families reckon with modern love amid culture clashes, societal expectations, and generational differences. It stars Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Nia Long, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, David Duchovny, Rhea Perlman, La, and Anthony Anderson, Dion Cole, Mike Epps. It was released.
I bet you wouldn't call her name like that 10 years ago when she had that other body.
Hey. I like this one better.
Her original body.
This one better.
I'm gonna send you a pic, Mike.
Save it till it's your turn to talk. This is written by Jonah Hill and Kenya Barris. Kenya Barris of Blackish fame, you know, and she's a staple in Hollywood. She does her thing, and their collab on this. Jonah Hill, you know, everybody knows who he is when you see him. They like Mike Epps called him the white Barry White. I call him the fat Jesus. You know, he looked like either one, depending on what you're looking at. So let's get into this. We're gonna start with our guest Mike, and we're gonna start talking about our initial thoughts on the movie.
Man, initial, dude, this was like first of all, I didn't know anything about this movie. I just saw Eddie Murphy. I saw his name. I said, I got to watch it. Man, dude, the first scene with him in it, when he walks in to the Big Payback by James Brown, when Fred Hampton was murdered, I was done. I'm already dying laughing off that, man.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, man, this movie was uncomfortably funny.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like everything about, like we've all been there. Like we've all had to deal with that to some extent. And man, that movie. I watched it twice. I've already watched it twice.
Me too, man. Me too. I watched it again yesterday because I'm like, it was so good. And I might have been a little bit high the first time I saw it. So
yeah, that was dope, man. Man. Yeah,
and hey, keep in mind, we're going to go to AJ next, but keep in mind, we're going to rate this at the end. So on the forecast, we give it a mic rating on a scale of 0 to 5 mics. On Queen, 3, and King, we're going to give it a crown rating. So it'll be 0 to 5 crowns, okay? So just be prepared to give your crown rating at the end. All right, AJ, talk to me. Initial thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. This one was surprisingly funny to me. I thought it was gonna be stupid, and I was like, and I hated that it had such a good cast, a big cast. Eddie Murphy, my favorite dudes. Is this Lauren London's first movie since?
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking that it's like, please don't mess this lady's first one up. Back up. So it was surprisingly funny to me. I enjoyed it. You know, at first I was like, oh, we're gonna just do cliches all through the movie. They're just gonna do song lyrics and that. But the plot took over, and it was real cool. I really enjoyed it more than I expected to.
Right. All right. Season Queen, Nikki, what you think about it? Initial thoughts.
I feel like the initial thoughts. First off, I watched it with my family, and Ken and we was looking at the movie, but then he was like, when it first started coming on, he was like, "What is this?" Because it just immediately felt like it wasn't going to be a good movie. And then once it started getting into everything, he saw that it was, what it was about and stuff, and he enjoyed it as well. So all of us did, the kids as well. So we thought it was a good movie.
All right, Mika.
I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like AJ. At first, I was like, this movie probably gonna be dumb, but I'm gonna go ahead and watch it.
Yeah.
But once it started, like he said, Eddie Murphy walking in, the first scene, I was hooked. I didn't move. So hilarious, funny, and I think we've all been in situations where Lauren London was in, like, oh Lord, they trying to sing a that song. Oh Lord, they want me to relate to them using this example. So I think it was relatable and hilarious.
Yeah. All right, Lily, initial thoughts.
I absolutely loved it. I was unsure going into it, but once I started looking at who was truly in it, I'm like, there's no way they can fumble the ball on this one. Like,
right.
I'm thinking if Eddie Murphy unattached his name to it, like, you can't fumble this. Like, it gotta be a watch. So it was really, really good from the culture, like everything they did, like for the culture. It was giving props to Nipsey Hussle in the beginning, like showing Marathon, like it was so cool how they brought all that together. The kicks, like I can't, like the shoes, the style, like the movie was banging.
Yeah, that's what's up. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to review it on here again after we had reviewed it on the forecast, is because I thought it would bring out some different points of view and perspectives that we didn't have on the forecast. The first one is already here in our initial thoughts, and that is, all of y'all said, I didn't think it was going to be a good move. Well, not all of y'all, but a few of y'all said, I didn't think it was going to be good going in. That's not something that came up last night. So anybody who want to jump in, tell me why that phenomenon is, in your opinion. Do you think it's because Netflix has been releasing some duds quite a bit since, let's say, 2019? They're maybe oversaturating things. They trying to do volume, in other words, quantity instead of quality.
Right.
Why do y'all think that is? Tell me what your thoughts were on why you thought it was going to be. Anybody can jump in on that.
Let me grab the Netflix part first, because when they first came out, they were a game changer. You know, like PS3 changing the way you watch TV. But then all of a sudden, they weren't the hunters; they were hunted. I never forget what Spielberg said. He said, "Never again should a Netflix win a major award over, those big media houses out in California." So it's like all of a sudden they went from being fresh and rare to like desperate. Like they doing some desperate stuff, especially with charging folks for extra, extra, streaming and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that was a pleasant surprise. And like Lily said, when you bring in an Eddie Murphy, it's hard to fumble. It's hard for Eddie to be in a bad pick. Bruce Willis is doing trash now. He is on the down end of his career. Was a great actor, and now he's anything and everything. Eddie Murphy can still come in now, and it's already gonna be something because they got him one with this one. This was not a desperate move. This was a good move.
Yeah. Anybody else on that?
And I think it's what you said. It's been so many duds, because even if I can say some of like the Kevin Hart movies that he's been putting out, like it's really not funny to me like that. Right. Like you may laugh a couple times and at a couple one-off things, but this was genuinely like me and Brandon were like screaming at parts of this movie. Like it was funny. Like it was literally where people be like LOL, literally you're laughing out loud.
Yeah. No, I in fact, not since Step Brothers have I watched a comedy where I had to, I literally almost passed out. During Step Brothers, I had to get up and move away from the TV. I could not look at it because I needed to get control. And I was catching stomach cramps.
I forgot about Step Brothers.
So this movie is the first one since then. And I think that came out in 2014. So we're talking about the first comedy in 8 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That has been so funny that number one, I wanted to watch it again. But number two, that made me laugh as much as it did. Now, let me defend Bruce Willis for just a little bit, because AJ may not know. Have y'all heard about the health concerns of Bruce Willis?
Yeah, he had to retire, right?
No, he's
they're taking advantage of the dude, man. The people I say taking advantage because his health is deteriorating and he's not able to remember his lines and stuff like that.
Oh my God!
They tried to rush about 3 to 5 projects toward as much as they could by just feeding him lines one at a time, and just like, hey, just say this, just say this.
Yeah,
and some people were offended by it, and they were like, hey, you shouldn't take advantage of this cat like this. Yeah. But some of his people were like, no, he's completely aware, and he wants to do this to be able to take advantage of it and contribute to his legacy in terms of finances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's sad to say the least.
Yeah, because even his family made a big deal this past Christmas of celebrating him because they don't think he's going to have another Christmas. So,
wow.
And I get that part. I guess I'm more on the family. Like, listen, hold on.
I love AJ, man.
Hey, dog, let me like this. Let me put it to you like this.
Say it, AJ.
If you need money, I don't have to feed you lines to give you money.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what they saying, but at the end of the day, if these people care about him, they ain't got to make him look stupid.
Yeah,
right.
There you go.
Right. That's right.
true.
I get it. I feel bad for the man, but I ain't feeling for the people around him because they letting him get played like that. His legacy is cemented.
Yeah,
His legacy
exactly.
is cemented, and they're letting it be tainted by add the little heartwarming story on the end of it if you want to, but you didn't have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, see, for me, my people don't have to worry about making me look stupid. I just make myself look stupid any damn way. Let's see.
You right
about Erica Kenyatta in the building.
That's Erica on the from the lunch break, Doc. That's the one that's winning.
I've seen her on the lunch break.
Yeah, she's strong too, from what I remember.
Yeah, she was player of the year in the Big 8 at Missouri.
Yeah. She'll probably try to dunk on me or something like that, man.
She ain't got the drama.
Screaming.
With being said, right, Alicia, too much star power to mess this up. All right. So let's get into some of the characters here. One that I want to start with is I want to get y'all's thoughts on Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who I think this may be one of her best. I know it's one of her best performances in a film, as far as I'm concerned. You know, now obviously she got the Seinfeld stuff and whatnot, and there's some folks who, after Seinfeld was over and stuff like that, sat back with their arms crossed, thinking, "Okay, you done." You know, Seinfeld carried you. You ain't gonna be able to do. But she done come out with Veep and a couple of other shows that she done carry.
Christine,
and then that's right. And then I think she flexed in this, man. What y'all think about Julia Louis-Dreyfus in this?
Naturally funny. Naturally,
she's real funny.
And I think she might have freestyled a couple of those lines. I'm like,
she did.
Her and Jonah. They were freestyling. You could tell because it was a couple of times where Lauren London busted out laughing. And you could tell that was like a genuine laugh.
Right. Hey, and also Eddie too, because in the first scene, like Mike referred to, when he was like looking at the curly hair, be like, why everybody's hair so curly in there? Hey, and when they looked at that dude, and all of us was thinking the same thing. He said, except that nigga over there. You know, and I'm like, I was so glad that they used the term nigga so freely, man.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not trying to begrudge anybody who doesn't like using the term and all that other stuff. I get it. But the truth of the matter is, our culture uses that word.
It's natural.
So
the holiest Christian is gonna say nigga.
That's right. So if you're trying to do a film that accurately depicts what a culture is gonna be, let them say it.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to.
My favorite line that she said is, "I'm gonna have black grandkids."
Right, me too, man. I cracked up when she said that. Hey, and Jonah said, "Hey, calm down. I know you're excited." You know. And then after that, they go back in the room. And the dude is on the piano playing Ordinary People by John Legend.
But the Lord looked over and said, I like it. The devil.
What's dude's from X-Files, right? I forget his name.
And also, hey, if you have not watched this series, Californication, do yourself a favor. Watch Californication. It's going to be like 7 seasons, I think. But when I say David Duchovny in that, and they got a couple other characters, man, that show is smart, fun. You know, it's hilarious, man. And Erica goes, look at her, she talking a little trash about Will. She's talking about Will. All right, Erica.
Period.
All right, now.
I like it.
That's funny.
Because I got a pool, I got a hoop in this pool that we be hooping on too. So hey, you can come get in this swimming pool, and I ain't good on the court, but in the pool, Mike, I'm hell.
It goes down in the pool.
dunking all over us and pushing us under the water, sir.
That's how you supposed to do it.
Mike, I feel some money. I feel an idea coming. You know how they have hype men for the 3-on-3 games and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They'll have you out there telling jokes when King Dog getting dunked on.
I want to do it too, though. I want to dunk on him too.
Yeah, because AJ, Mike's 6'5" himself.
Oh, well, there it is.
6'5". He the dude you take when you need to get some shit off the shelf real high.
That's all they get me for. That's all I'm looking for.
Hey, we take him to Sam's and Costco and big stores like that and shit.
I just reach all the top shelves for people. That's it.
Yeah.
This Lily boo right here, she goes, I love that show talking about Californication. It is
I'm gonna check that out.
Is that on Netflix too?
No, it was a Showtime joint. So it was probably on Showtime, but it might be. You know how Netflix pick up some of those
or like
old shows.
Prime or something.
Fire stick. Hit that fire stick.
Yeah, I got Fire Stick too.
Better do.
All right, so let's talk about this because this did come up with some of my homeboys in a group chat that we got. They didn't think, and then there was one person on the review last night who brought this up, and they didn't think it was very realistic that Jonah Hill got with Lauren London. And let me read the line, Mike, and I want you to check this out. He says,
wait a minute.
He goes, movie out on Netflix about a Black and Jewish couple, right? How in the hell does Jonah Hill get to be the love interest of beautiful Lauren London? I'm just saying, it's highly unlikely that you would see the fat brother in Lean on Me playing the love interest of Margot Robbie.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, and these are just regular people, but look at that tie-in, the fat brother in Lean on Me.
That's funny.
So, Lily, you made a comment last night on that show about that.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to go together. That's the point of the movie.
Exactly.
Right. Like, they're not supposed to be who you would put together.
That's right.
That is the whole point of the You People movie.
That's
like,
right.
why would they put somebody that you would naturally be like, oh, yeah, he could pull her?
Anybody else have any issues with that?
It was just so far. That was my only issue with that. I mean, this is why. Not because it was him. It was, you could tell in real life she was not attracted to him. I think they kissed like twice, and it was like a little pet. Even when she told him bye, and she like gave him a little side hug, like dog.
Their chemistry wasn't as good as it should have been.
Not romantically.
Yeah, I give you that.
Comedically, it was.
Yeah,
to me,
you can see that.
It was on point.
But
The only time I believed that she dug him is when she was laughing at his jokes. She was like doing this so crazy stuff. I felt that. But the romantic, like even when they were brushing their teeth right after they had sex for the first time, and he was hugging her from around, it was like he was hugging her like he didn't want to get his dick on her.
Yeah. She probably told him off jump like, hey, watch it. Should I
say it?
In real life, if y'all look at biracial couples, and if y'all seen Black women and white men, it ain't.
That's really true, though.
It's not true. You always look at them like, how did they get together?
Yeah.
Or where did he come from? Everybody is not a John B that you're gonna hook up with.
So, Lily, how is it? You're married to a white guy.
I am.
Girl, that boy is Black.
His daddy is white.
Oh my God.
His daddy is white.
Well, then that means that he's a swirl.
That means he's white.
Technically, he's white.
Technically, you what your daddy
and
are.
Hey, and I done seen him grab your booty, so he don't grab booties like white boys do. I promise you. He does. So, AJ, you had a problem when I said the way Jonah was hugging her from behind, like he didn't want to get his. Let me say it for you, Pastor. He didn't want to get his.
No. That wasn't it. Because you know what? I have a hard time now just watching movies to enjoy them without watching them from a technical aspect.
Me too.
So when y'all were talking, I was wondering, okay, so how much time did they have on the set on each particular scene? You know, was the budget such that they had to get in, take what they could, and get out? So sometimes you don't always have the ability to develop the strong chemistry. Like what
that makes sense.
He said, you're also trying to create some awkwardness. So You know, so I wasn't as thrown off on that. And then, you know what, I got to tell on myself. So Twitter is a great place to get a pulse for what people think. Now, I don't engage in the craziness, but I'll go and check it out to kind of get a feel. And it was a strong sister that said, for all y'all who think that Jonah couldn't pull a Lauren, y'all don't know that funny dudes are
right.
I'm telling you.
You
some
own
of y'all,
it.
you know, want to be hard dudes, you know, 3 slab and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, AJ, and if you like me and you funny and got some drip and got a little bread in your pocket, shit, you can't tell you ain't winning out
Pull
there.
that color down.
I don't know nothing about none of it.
Long thread.
He's a little bit too hype.
Yeah.
This is a long thread of hella sisters on there talking about how they would be attracted to a Jonah Hill. And then one brother tried to come in and say, we talk about Jonah Hill. He ain't broke. He ain't some random that jumped in the back of your car. And another lady was like, yeah, but he represents those guys that we appreciate that that step to us as opposed to trying to be something that they're not. So
AJ not lying.
But I also thought this, and I don't know if this is reaching, but this did cross my mind. Like, this is her first role post Nipsey, right?
Right.
Oh,
so it could be one of those things where you're doing a love scene. You can't really get into that because you may be in your mind.
That's
like,
right.
It could have been anybody. You're right.
You know what?
Jonah might have been picking up. There was some of that in there.
Hey, Lily, Jonah might have been picking up on that energy. He might have been picking up on that energy.
I didn't think about that either.
And he wanted to respect it. Even if she didn't say it out loud, he had to respect it. And you notice
and everybody else
really fresh for her. It's like a lot of her media run, she brought up that she was fighting to get out of bed, but she knew she had to do that for those kids. So for her to come into this role, this is my first role. It's already going to be a lot of light on her because everybody like, ooh, this is Lauren London's first role. We got to see what she's going to do. We're going to pick her apart. People are saying that she's gained weight. You know, like it's all these different things that she
looked real good.
She looks amazing. Amazing.
I smash.
That's her first role since Nipsey.
We didn't ask you that, T.
Hey, AJ, I was gonna give you a warning, man, for the brothers on here. Me and you got to be the ones that talk about how fine the ladies is, because Mike will not do it. He is scared his wife will quit him, man. So he ain't gonna talk nothing about
that's
that.
right, Mike. You got your wife at the house.
I just listen to y'all and shake my head.
But make sure you're shaking it in the right direction, though.
Right. No doubt. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
A couple of comments. We got Travel Matic in the building. He got Good Evening Network and Quick Q and K. Hey, Travel Matic, what's going on? My daughter-in-law Brandon, she goes, the movie was so good. It was. And Erica is agreeing with Lily on the point that she just made. She goes, really great point. So let's get into this, man. The fashion on this movie, man. It is the reason why I done broke out. Look here. Hey, when I went out this weekend, I came with it. I had everything but the crap. But that's why on the last couple of podcasts, I done came with the, with the stuff. I done dug to the back of the closet on the mic, some stuff that I normally wouldn't wear because, I'm a conservative Christian guy. And, and sometimes I like to just wear, your basic collared shirts and stuff like that. But this fashion got me believing in me, man. So talk to me about the fashion, y'all.
I mean, I ain't talking about the hoodie. That dude, I'm looking for that hoodie.
That was nice.
Was murder. Oh, that is so dope.
Hey,
I would have worn it on my dry bar special.
I heard that.
Yeah.
You need to find it.
Yeah.
I heard that.
I'm not even talking about the fact, even with Lauren's hair, even her hair.
The hairstyles and everything.
And Nia, first of all, if Lauren allows me to age like Nia, he's able. But
I'm just saying,
she even her fashion, they didn't dress her like an old mama.
Right.
She looked like everybody looked good. Like modern day. Hip
If
hop.
anybody has a favorite, I want y'all to tell me what y'all favorite is. My favorite, especially on Lauren London, that purple when she was with went to the lunch thing with Julia Louis-Dreyfus when they were supposed to be spending some time.
Yes,
together.
that was
And she
gorgeous.
had
That
that
was
purple
my
shirt
favorite.
on, and
I
then
like
one
that.
of those dresses that you would normally wear when you go out, and it would be kind of sexy fitting and whatnot. But the way it was draped over that little plaid, purple, yellow, white little ensemble,
Yeah.
That was
I thought
beautiful.
that color, that fashion was just, that was probably my favorite outfit in the entire thing. And then Sam J, comedian Sam J on there, which I had never heard of her, but her fashion,
blowing up.
I'm serious. Some of the sweaters and stuff she was wearing, I was like, shit, should I feel funny because I want to go get some shit that a lesbian was wearing?
No, man. No.
She had some nice clothing as well.
Let's not forget the sister. Like even her fashion was low key, but it gave the, you know, when they were like
Jonah Hill sister.
Yeah, like just chill. Especially when she looked at Lauren London and said, "Oh, how about saying she's a lesbian too?"
She told me pull over.
So her fashion was
sorry.
even.
I'm
cool.
sorry, she's lesbian. She's
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is this movie did such a great job with fashion and the accessories. Because I mean, excuse me, there's some Tyler Perry movies that I can't get into because the wigs are all jacked up.
Yes, them old wigs.
I mean, it's just you know, it's like
what was it? Your boy with the brains?
More.
I'm trying to say so. For this movie to be as strong as it was with the fashion and the use of the fashion, it was almost like the fashion itself was a bigger character in the than anything else.
Yep.
So
he was definitely doing it for the culture. Like there was not that whole movie was for the culture. From like I mentioned, the shoes they were going. I mean, one of the opening scenes when they sitting in the church, that's
where I was going to go.
They show the shoes, like that was to the culture, and then. Lauren London, that multicolored hat she had on with that green jumper.
With that green.
I'm already like, okay, I got to get me a bob that's about right here. And I'm going to find that little hat situation and we're going to make it do what it do.
Yeah, but you got to check with Brandon. Before you need to check with Brandon first to make sure that's okay.
You're so funny.
What?
I'm about to take myself real quick.
I can't even take him serious.
Y'all remember the movie Brown Sugar where they kept saying, how old were you when you fell in love with hip hop?
Right.
They kept using that phrase, but it's almost like they overused it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. The fashion did not get overused. It was natural. Perfect. You saw it, you were attracted, but you didn't miss out on, you didn't roll your eyes like, oh man.
It was all organic, all of it.
Yeah, and Lily is 100. She went exactly where I was going to go on the because think about this in movies, because you don't want them to be 4 hours long. You got to be able to get some points across visually without spending time in dialogue, right? So that scene, whenever they're scrolling in that Catholic church or that Jewish church, synagogue or whatever it's called, and they show all the church shoes, and then all of a sudden one pair of kicks, you know. So I thought it said a lot. It helped you understand who Jonah Hill's character was, you know.
Yes.
So I think that was fantastic. That scene where they talking in church loud, cussing, he done got his yarmulke, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm down. He was like, "Shut up, Mom."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and
that's another thing that we didn't talk about last night about how white kids talk to their parents was on full
versus black kids.
Man.
Yeah. But I think
Lauren London pointed it out when she came in. She said, "Hey, Miss Shelley." And she's like, "It's Miss Shelley." Like, she's like, "Nah, my mom would
I was
kill
going to
me."
go there later, but I talked to last night. One of the points we made is that they did a good job of some of the things that we do in our culture that a lot of people would miss. That's one of them. You know, where Lauren London says, you know, if I didn't call you Miss Shelley, my mama would. I was raised like such and such. And even when Nia Long addressed her at the end of the movie, she says, "Miss Shelley, you okay?
Are you okay?"
You know, so it's just something we do, you know. So I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ben said Tyler Perry be shopping at the dollar store for his movies.
You got too much money to have your.
I was about to say, now we made it to a different level. We got to start doing different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in 2004, it was okay, but
and Ben said
Yeah.
the kids was
No,
crazy.
it wasn't.
And Brandon says, yes, I love fashion. I agree. It was very subtle, but made a statement.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Again, we've all said the funniest movie we've seen in a long time. Another thing that they did that was subtle is that when they were sitting at the dinner, the lunch that Jonah took them to, which we're gonna get into this point. He took them to the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah.
And when they were talking, Nia Long, I don't even know if she was on camera, but something was said, and she go,
Yeah.
And so, what we talked about last night is that there's so many people from other cultures who would miss that in dialogue,
Yeah.
and wouldn't get what it meant. You know,
Yeah.
and you can say in a bunch
He
of different
doubled down on what
settings,
Eddie said.
and it means a bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
In this instance, like Mike said, she was doubling down on what Eddie said. But in some other situations, she could have been like, that motherfucker crazy. That means something different, right? So last night we got to talking about, somebody said, it may have been one of the viewers, but somebody said it was a mistake of him taking her family out to lunch without checking with Lauren London first. And I said, no, that was the exact thing you're supposed to do. That's
what
old
you're
school
supposed
respect.
to do.
Does anybody see that as a mistake?
He was building up to asking her to marry him.
Right.
So that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta ask first.
I think they're saying it was a mistake because she didn't know, and it was the first meeting. So, but if you take my parents out, I don't have to go. Just at least let me know. I think that's what they were just trying to say. And why to Roscoe's? Is that all we eat?
Hey, like Eddie Murphy said, do you come to the hood just to eat our food and take our women, or do you come to us to read?
That's what he said.
So maybe that's what they were focused on. Like,
but if you look at a lot of different points, even when his mom was talking about talking to Lauren London and bringing up police brutality, and he took them to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Like, it's the typical white person trying to overcompensate, but they're trying to overcompensate when they're dealing with somebody black. And you don't have to do that.
That's true.
Right. I'm gonna tell you, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus said, I talk about police brutality all the time.
Yeah.
Don't talk about police brutality. There's Lauren, there's this, there's that, and we can't get enough of it.
Okay, but the scene where they went to the spa or whatever, and she was like, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Right.
Like what?
And she came out and she worked there.
Oh my gosh! That's so funny.
I had to take a moment because
when she said, Michelle, let's go outside.
Yeah, let's go get some air. Let's go get some air.
Yeah, let's go get some air. You're doing too much.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so LaMonica Smith, the loan officer, she goes, that is what he's supposed to do. So you're right, LaMonica, but what I need to ask about is this little profile picture you got right here. You was real happy that day, wasn't you? You throwing your head back and the wind. I need to know what cameraman did you have? I don't understand.
Oh my God.
Leave her alone.
Let me ask this. Let me ask this question. So I get the part where you say, "Hey, baby, I'm gonna take your mom and your dad out so I can talk to them." But do I got to tell you where I'm taking them, or do I just take them?
Just take.
See, I'm with AJ. I'm not with telling you. Don't. If I'm
you
taking
don't even
your
have to
parents
tell
out.
me.
If I'm taking your parents out because I'm going to ask you to marry me.
I don't want to know.
That's right. And I'm going to ask your dad for permission to get your hand in marriage. I'm not telling you that I'm taking
how you gonna hide? How can you hide that? If I'm about to ask you to marry me, how can I do that if I've never taken your parents out before?
Right.
You're gonna be like, why do you want to take my parents out?
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm more apt to not tell you. That's why I'm more apt to just say, "Hey, babe, I'll be back. I'll holler at you a little bit later, and I go do what I got to do."
But you also got to see that their relationship went real fast. Okay,
yeah, it did go fast.
It was like 6 months. So you typically aren't going to introduce your parents, maybe in certain situations, until you really know what it is.
No doubt.
She even seemed shocked, like when he was about
to she did.
Like, but she was with it.
Well, how did she get when that blue box came out?
She was with it. She was with it.
Yeah. So Lily husband asked me when we was in Oklahoma at the cabins. He asked me if he should marry Lily, and I said you probably need to. She'll stop fussing at you. And
is that what marriage does?
Huh?
Is that what marriage do?
All right, now. All right. Hey, did you see him look to the right, y'all? He looked to make sure it wasn't
I had to make sure I was in the clear.
He was trying to make sure he was in it by himself.
So anyway,
like I was saying,
she was about to come in and turn that playroom up.
Yeah. Hey, he'll get one of them naked dolls upside the head, won't it?
It feel like it's looking at me, dude. Like this is the one where the eyes move.
Oh no!
Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's freaky.
But it ain't no clothes in there you can put on it though, man. It ain't no.
Put a little receiving blanket on it or something.
It's sitting here like this is all right now.
So LaMonica says that's her album cover. LaMonica, you have got to send us something so we can check your music out and stuff like that. We want to support you. Let us know.
Let's put that music later for Sunday. What you doing Sunday at 10? And send me that album picture so I can put that up for you. We introduce you.
But Pastor, what if her music is like that ain't the kind of playlist it go on? It go on that other playlist.
Just put Jesus behind whatever it is that
It's a whole lot of stuff you don't want to put Jesus behind. Brandon says that's not how that combo went.
You know you lying.
I may have embellished a little bit.
Embellish equal lie.
Let's see. She goes, I don't have a real album. Oh, she was lying to us.
Woo!
Let's see. She got a picture like one. Wow. Hey, ain't that Minnie Riperton? Wasn't that AJ? Wasn't that Minnie Riperton cover like that too? She goes, I don't have music, but
it was similar to that.
Yeah. Okay.
I love some Minnie Riperton.
So let's get to these. I want to talk about the Vegas scene. Now we're doing a lot of skipping around and stuff like that. So this ain't your mom and dad and Siskel and Ebert. I say that in any movie review. So we ain't talking like they talk. But that Vegas scene, not only getting on the plane, when Roland and brother get on there and look at Jonah Hill and say, "What's up, nigga?"
What up, nigga? Yeah. I just keep it moving.
What's up, nigga? I got titties.
Yeah, right. He said, because at first he gonna dap him up. What's up, bro? Yeah. Whatever. He's like, I got titties. And so when he goes sit back down, he asked his son, "Did you know Mo got titties?" And he's like, "Yeah, Dad, they're under her shirt."
They're under her shirt.
Yeah. So he goes. So they at the strip club in Vegas, and his boys is partying down.
Man.
So they got the Coke bottle out, and he's like looking at Jonah, who's sitting right next to Eddie Murphy, saying, "Hey, we out of Coke, man. Call your Coke guy." He's like, "I don't have a Coke guy." He goes, "Yes, you do. You got a Coke guy. We called him last year, you know. Remember?" He goes, "I don't have a Coke guy." You know, so needless to say, the Coke guy shows up and he puts his knuckles out there and it says Coke guy. And Eddie Murphy says, "Yeah, it says right there on his knuckles, Coke guy." And so Eddie asked him, "So you telling me that everybody you know do Coke except you?"
Dude, that's hilarious.
And he goes, "Yeah, and I hate it for him. I miss them the way they were." I love it, man.
And he threw that whole bag at him. He looked like, damn.
Yeah. And he's like, and then it turns out that the last time they was in Vegas, he did so much Coke, he shitted on himself.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me show that black. Shout out to the the museum. If y'all come to Nashville, make sure y'all check out the African American Music Museum.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, I was thinking about that earlier today, man. I got to make my way to Nashville, man, for this
year.
Man. That is on my list.
Yeah, this museum is super dope. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. If y'all come, hit me up.
Yeah,
I told
I
Timberland
want
that I
to
was going to be
coordinate
coming
it. I'm
soon.
going to coordinate it when you got something going on at Zany's too. Like if you're going to be hosting that night or something, even if it's just a new material night for folks and stuff like that. If you're going to be hosting, I want to come out. I want to coordinate it to that too, man, for sure.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right, let's get into the Mike. You can sit this one out because we're gonna start talking about the beauties in the show. So you don't have to say nothing. I know you're trying to keep your house a happy home.
Look at his hand.
So in the forecast, I award a beauty of the week for most films that we watch. Sometimes if it's a serious documentary about slavery, I'm not gonna say Kids, it was my beauty of the week, right?
Oh my God.
So in this movie, we had a lot of choices, right? Just think about Lauren London's friend group. She had some bangers in her friend group, right? A lot of people would say, I'm crazy to not award a beauty of a week in a movie that Nia Long is in. They're like, you can't go wrong with that, right? Lauren London herself. In fact, when I was taking notes for this, I wrote down Lauren London is glowing. You know, because I really felt like that she was glowing in this particular movie. However, after much deliberation,
it better not be Lala.
That's
professional. It better not be.
That's professionals, AJ. You hear me?
It better not be Lala. If you give it to Lala over
my beauty of the week,
fighting. Oh my God!
I knew he was gonna do that.
Oh my God!
Holla at your boy King Dog.
I ain't mad at it.
Anybody in Texas knows me. You can get a hold of me. Just, you know, and in fact, in another interview I heard, she said she wanted to get with just a regular dude. Now, since she done been with other dudes.
That's crazy.
I'm not really a regular dude, but I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and when
she also said that her son doesn't want her to date.
I'm not worried about your son. We'll work. I got him covered. And when you come, we're this or some derivative of it when I see you for the first time, just so I can recognize you.
And let me say this. Lala is absolutely beautiful. I am not taking that away from her.
Right. That's crazy.
But
hey, you see him trying? He's distancing, bro.
But come on, she didn't even have a big enough role in here for you to award her.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you how, Lily. See, y'all, I'm gonna tell you how guys think. Okay, number one, let me give you this. Okay, so these are the two deciding factors. When she walked across the screen to go get that wig back, look at Mike.
Man, crazy.
Hey, when she walked across the screen to go get that wig back, the jazziness of that walk took me out.
Shout out to her doctor.
Okay. Hey, and that outfit she had on while she was walking, look at Mike. Mike gonna do this on the show.
That's
See,
crazy.
He trying not to speak.
He's trying to use his words.
I'm just saluting, man. This is all crazy to me.
Hey, when they were dancing at the wedding reception and she was doing that little twerking thing, oh yeah, she win. Hey, no disrespect to Lauren London. You can get it too. But beauty of the week, la 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 la. La la la.
I have a beauty of the week. I have a beauty of the week.
La 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 la. Huh?
I would like to award the beauty of the week to the never aging, still looks like she is in what was that movie?
Boys in the Hood.
Soul Food.
No.
Best Man.
Love
Best
Jones.
Man.
I don't like it. Love Jones.
Love Jones.
And I don't
I ain't like her in that.
I don't want to think of it that way. I want to think of it as pure and clean and safe.
That's what I said. It should have been Lauren London or Nia Long.
See, the beauty of the week is not awarded based on traditional values and perspectives. It is just not.
It ain't awarded based on ass either.
Hey, see? Hey, Glory!
That walk. Let me see you walk.
That was crazy.
Let me see you walk.
Mike, you need to go back to that's crazy.
It is crazy. That walk was crazy, man. It was so crazy.
Who is this? They said Erica says my daughter has a link to Lala. Just say, oh, really?
She ain't lying.
So Erica,
don't give it to him.
Erica, you crazy.
Erica, we need to have you on the show so we can talk about your basketball history.
Now, real quick, Erica is my client now, so I'm her agent. I'm her
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, AJ.
Yeah.
Be your client. Not mine. It ain't no conflict of interest here, brother.
I'm just saying, you try to get on the show and stuff. We gotta run that through the.
I got you.
Did you say anything about Lala's face or anything? Did you say anything about
like she her face was?
I don't need no brown paper sack over it or nothing like that.
But you didn't say. I mean, beauty of the week. I'm thinking the face part gotta be valid, right?
Beauty is four-dimensional.
Shout out her face at all.
Beauty is four-dimensional.
God.
It's inside. It's
Typical
outside.
Ninja.
Huh?
Typical ninja.
He is crazy. Listen, I think everyone was beautiful.
Love it, man.
Oh, Mike, you are a
Nia said Nia Long.
Thank you.
But anyway, so I usually don't award a viewer of the week, but this week, Erica is our viewer of the week. And you're gonna need to get a hold of me so I can give you your prize, though.
He lying, Erica.
Okay, so we need to wrap it up. Oh, I gotta go here. Soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Oh my God.
James Brown, the big paper. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I want every time I walk in a room. That's what I want played.
Now, Mike, do you got
I want to go in slow motion.
Stage music that you come out to?
Oh yeah,
Mike?
yeah, absolutely.
What's your stage song?
I got a couple of them. Yo Gotti, it depends on what crowd I'm in. I ain't do that. I didn't do that in Utah.
I was going to say, that was about to be my question. What did you do in Utah?
He came out to that song his daughter sing. What's that song your daughter was singing?
Lean on me? Or Living on the Prayer? Living on the Prayer.
See, that can cross over right there.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, there's two songs. Again, I mentioned earlier in the show, that playlist. Now, Mike, I don't know if you still got that playlist, but me and AJ got that playlist. And we keep it real close. Okay. Because you never know when you got to break it out. But there are two songs. Where Did the Day Go by Wet. Just one Wet, not wet, just Wet.
Wet.
And Stay High by Childish Gambino
and Brittany Howard.
Oh, my God. If you don't have that on your playlist, Nikki, you and Kenny trying to have another baby? Get those two songs. If you want a little Kango in your life.
No, we don't want no Kango. Our kids are grown. Thank you very much.
But what did he say in the car? What did he say in the car? He said, who was in Paris?
Man, I forgot about that part. Oh, that was so funny.
When he said, this your favorite song, who was in Paris?
It was like, it was something about somebody in Paris. Man, I almost lost it.
And when she was singing Rise Up, I was done. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm about to go watch this again.
I gotta go watch it again.
I think I'm gonna have to watch it again tonight.
Hey, and I didn't even know that song said nothing about no pretty Jewish feet in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Ben said the first ever viewer of the week. LOL, never before.
No.
And there she is again, our viewer of the week, Erica.
Congratulations, Erica.
Hey, we really appreciate you. Have done so much for Queen 3 and King and BS3 Network. We really value you. So we got to talk about who may have stole the show in 5 minutes. Mike Epps.
Oh, you think Mike did?
Yes.
I was gonna say Dion.
Dion did too. That was
really close.
Dion Cole, and he talked about them Tron suits.
And then
he said some more very subtle things there when he said, and they all work. You know, a lot of people would have missed that, but that's a very black thing, right?
He said, okay, so the red's gone.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you got this. So the red gone. And then he said, the spirit is leading me to, you know, that's another black thing. You know?
Shout out to Dion, man. That was so funny.
No doubt, no doubt. But when Mike Epps, let me just say this. All of the toast at the wedding rehearsal, that was like 10 straight minutes of nothing but laughter, man.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the movie 2 or 3 times because you probably missed something in the toast.
I know I did.
It was funny back to back to back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again.
So when Mike Epps is giving his toast and he talk about saying something about, you know, so when you're married, you make sure your side chick something. And he looked around and based on the way it received, he's like, I done said the wrong shit. And sat down. And then when he told Eddie Murphy, when he was checking him about, this was after Jonah Hill and Lauren London and broke up, and he was telling him, man, he goes, you drug him, man. What you talking about? He goes, man, you drug him. You drugged him like a fat bitch left foot, man. Yeah. God, dog. God, dog.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the comedy in that, you know, some of the little one-hitters. And there was a white guy, man, that was doing the toast. And when he talked about, he was like, man, that vaccine.
Yeah.
And his comedy was with his face, man. Yeah, and he looking like, right, that vaccine. It makes you gay, you know. Now somebody told me that was a real stand-up comedian. Have y'all heard of him before?
It is. I hold on. I'm trying to remember who it was because when I saw him, I was like, oh, I didn't know he was gonna be in this. Yeah. I got to think about
he was a comedian, you know.
Yeah, he is a comedian.
But yeah, that was funny. His facial expressions and whatnot, man, were amazing. Matter of fact, I told the fellas last night, I said, man, I'd love to see the outtakes of this movie.
Oh, man.
I know that's probably hilarious.
They gotta be stupid. But yeah, did I mention the beauty of the week? La Anthony. She was giving straight fire vibes. La, holla at your boy. The walk and the dancing at the wedding reception. We need to.
Her whole wedding party was beautiful. Why you just shout la?
The thing is, he didn't say nothing else about her but the dance and the walk.
Mike, you're lying, sir.
I mean, it's crazy.
I'll take
but check it out though. After the rehearsal dinner, man, when they was deciding, it was evident they were going to be breaking up and whatnot. It turned serious for a minute, right?
Yeah.
And they started talking, and Jonah checked Eddie big time. Yep. There was something in exchange that I want to mention, and that is as a black father, you notice he didn't throw him under the rug about the Vegas trip in front of everybody. And he's like, I didn't do it for you. I did it for my daughter. Yeah. I told the fellas last night, I said, that is something that black men probably don't get enough credit for, is that we'll cover for them. We'll swallow some stuff, you know, to make sure that they're protected. He goes, you think I'm going to embarrass her in front of all those people? So I thought that was a very heavy moment that may be underrated in terms of a shout out to black fathers there. And then Jonah Hill's line, and I got to give them credit for this, when he says, I will never ever, ever know what it's like to be a black person in this country, but I know what it's like to be an asshole. And I thought that was huge, man.
Yeah.
Think about how often, you know, a lot of people will try to say, well, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist on both sides of the aisle.
Right.
Yeah, you may not be racist, but you unquestionably, you're being an asshole right now.
Yeah. But even when he checked his mama, when he took her into the kitchen, he said, you're talking to her like she's a black person instead of a person that's my girlfriend.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Like,
no, I'm not.
But that happens so much, though. That happens so much.
Oh my God, that line stood out to me because I'm like, yes.
But I'm gonna say, like, it's not when they do it. Not all of them, but a lot of them. It's not ill intended.
Yeah,
I don't think. Yeah, but it's very patronizing, and
Mike took it right out of my mouth. Like when they're trying to relate. It's you know, not trying to be ugly, but if I talk about your hair, is your hair you got that sew-in or those knots braids?
And they're not.
They're just trying to relate.
There's a lot of instances. Yes, a lot of instances. They are not trying to be ugly. They are just ignorant.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
How long
It's
do you
ignorant.
sit there for that stuff?
But when Lauren London checked the mom at the end, like, I'm not a toy. I'm not a doll. I'm not any of that.
Right.
Don't play
So,
with
you
me.
know, you guys sometimes just let them know. Like,
And when she said that I'm not a toy, if that's not a sister line, if that's not a sister line,
yeah, man.
Oh my God.
And she should add, you need to play with your kids. That's what real black women say after that.
Oh, go play with your kids.
She checked us up. She checked us up.
You and Craig know about that, don't you?
Yeah, Ralph. See, we used to have, Mike, we used to have a neighborhood. It's okay to say punk back then. We used to have a neighborhood punk. And when he used to walk by, we used to whistle at him and stuff like that. And he'd say, go and play with your kids. Go and play with your kids, you know. And then he'll twist on off.
I'm not laughing.
Oh my God!
All right, so
I got this white guy that calls into my show a lot. His name is Todd. He grew up in a black family because his parents put him out or something like that. So he grew up in a black family, and Todd thinks that because he grew up in that black family, he's got insight to all black families. And I tell him all the time, bro, you don't have to have an opinion.
Right.
Everybody else's business.
Right. You sure don't.
Just because you have one experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I got black friends.
And he's real opinionated and think he got some kind of card or credit that he don't have. and I'm like y'all, I really don't think he knows any better, but I check his ass sometimes.
Yeah.
I gotta nail his ass to the wall and leave him. Right there.
And see, hey, and guess what?
Down.
And guess what? Just like I don't think that they have ill intentions from time to time, that doesn't mean that it still doesn't irritate the piss out of us from time to time.
That's
because
true.
We're having to deal with it so often to where my reaction is not necessarily just to you. It's just that you're the 12th person that has reacted to me that same way today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
AJ, you gotta check his ass sometimes.
You're not uncheckable because you live with Miss Pearl. You
Not Miss Pearl.
Check your ass a little bit more. I wouldn't have to right now.
All right.
Right now.
It is time for us. This one went way too fast. As always, we had a fantastic time. We're going to go ahead and give our crown rating right now. Again, it's 0 to 5 crowns. We're going to start with the baby queen, go up through the queens, then we'll go to AJ and finish with Mike and myself. Lily, final thoughts and your crown rating.
Oh my gosh, this movie was so good. First of all, thank you to AJ. Thank you to Mike for joining us. Y'all made this conversation so fun. This movie was fun. This conversation was fun. I'm gonna have to give it 5 mics. I really enjoyed it. Like I have to go back.
Wow.
And I'm even like
forecast too much. 5 crowns.
Oh, sorry, 5 crowns. I'm so used to y'all saying 5 mics. 5 crowns because I think I'm gonna have to watch this again tonight. Yeah. Like I think it's that funny because even some things I'm like, I think I missed some stuff, you know, like I gotta go watch it again. Yeah.
All right. Mika, final thoughts and your crown rating.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, AJ. Y'all are hilarious. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on with us.
Okay, let me just say this. Y'all don't really have to thank AJ no more. Again,
God,
he's paying off a debt.
Wow.
Keep thinking Mike, because we still trying to get real friendly with him. But AJ, you can save those, you know. We got him.
AJ.
Yeah, we got him.
That was rude. Yeah, the movie was hilarious, and like Alicia said, I'm gonna go probably watch it tonight. I mean, we're snowed in, so because a couple of things that y'all said, I'm like, did I miss that? So, and my rating 4.5,
4.5 crowns. All right,
4.5 crowns.
All right, Nicole, final thoughts and your crown rating, ma'am.
Well, first of all, thank you, Mike, and thank you, AJ, for being on. We always enjoy you guys when you come on.
Look right over you, Ted.
I am giving a rating of 5 stars because I thought it was an excellent movie.
Yes.
All right, 5. So we got a 5.
Oh,
crowns,
I mean 5 crowns.
4.5 crowns, and we got a 5 crowns. All right, the radio legend.
Hey man, let me tell you, great writing, great cast, great plot. They made fashion a character and carried it off. and they carried
wow,
the whole
that's
thing
well
down.
said, man.
Yeah,
that's well said. Making fashion a character. I love that.
Yeah,
man.
and man, again, that's creative, man. I love real good creative stuff.
Yeah.
It might not never win an award, but it was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
I'm giving it 5
good.
crowns.
Love it, man.
Shout out
Mike,
to you
talk
there.
to me, homeboy. Your final thoughts and your crown rating, sir.
First of all, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it, man. I always have fun with y'all, man. I mean, dude, this was to me, it was a perfect movie because you got everything you look for. You got what's really happening. You're dealing with what's really happening. You're dealing with fashion. You're dealing with the culture. That I mean, dude, if it's for the culture, I'm here for it. So
Yes, sir.
5 crowns.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me just tell you something. AJ, consider the meeting we had when you were in Texas the last time, okay?
Yep.
And I'm telling you, man, I have these conversations with the fellas on the forecast all the time, and I really think we're leaving opportunities and money on the table. We have the resources to get this done, man. A screenplay is not out of our reach. You understand what I'm saying? We got the resources to do so. And now we got a funny guy who can be helping write this thing.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying, man? So we really need to, hey, AJ, we need to buckle down on this, man. The opportunities are out there. But yeah, hey, we appreciate y'all, man. AJ, I mean, when I asked, matter of fact, I sent AJ the doggone link before I even asked him. I sent him the link and just said, hey, this for Tuesday, if you can make it, thank you. And, you know, I know he's going to make it, you know. So he never turns me down. Same thing with Mike. Mike, if he's available, he's with it, man. Yeah. If you get an opportunity, if you're in Nashville, go to Zany's and demand Mike's schedule. Say, hey, I want to know when he's going to be on. You know, check out the Dry Bar Comedy Special. Y'all going to be iced in Texas. Check him out. Good dude. And
thank you, bro.
And anybody who gives of his time for a little upstart show like Queen 3 and King or BS3 Network, man, we don't take that lightly. So y'all make sure every opportunity you get to support Mike, man, y'all support him. He's a good dude. What you see is what you get. When we get off air, Mike is the same way on air as he is off air. That's just a genuine dude, man.
Thank you, man.
So y'all make sure and support him. Again, we appreciate you for supporting Queen 3 and King. I don't know if we're going to be back next week or not. BS3 Network has gotten credentials for the Super Bowl the week of Super Bowl. So I may be there. It depends on if these hotel prices, if they really serious about these hotel prices, I'm going to be here. But we did get credentials, so that is a congratulations or an order to our network.
Yeah,
that is
dope. Hopefully we can take advantage. If we don't take advantage of that this year, we'll definitely take advantage of that next year. And just be watching out for Queen 3 and King and when our next episodes are going to be, and follow us, like, subscribe. Again, we appreciate y'all. Without you, there is absolutely no us. So again, we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next episode of Queen 3 and King.
See y'all.
Bye, family.
Are we smiling or what we doing?
The Queen Bee has arrived.
You know. We'll show out then. So I'm gonna start with both of y'all's hands right here.
Look for my thumb.
Look for your thumb.
Like if you can see my thumb on this mic.